To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. All right, let's move on. That was a long breakdown. We're going to move on to Mavericks at Houston Rockets, 8 p.m. Eastern. Mavericks 2-3, 1-2 on the road at the Rockets, 2-2, 2-0 at home. Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. Mavs 24th in pace at 99.90 possessions a game. Rockets 17th at 101.36 possessions a game. Mavericks at FanDuel right now are 1-point dogs, and it's not up at Bet365. See if it's up at Circa. It is not up. So we have FanDuel leading the way here for the market. Mavericks are on the second half of a back-to-back. They lost tonight 108-118 to Chicago. Luka Doncic did not play. He was not in the lineup with a quad injury. Unclear if he'll be able to go tonight. He's listed as day-to-day. I don't know if you guys have any inside information on whether you think Luka's going to play.
I mean, I believe he said he's out.
I would expect him to be out. Jalen Brunson did his best to pick up the slack. 11 of 17 from the field, 31 points, 7 assists, 5 boards. They shot just 26.2% from three. You guys mentioned it on an earlier show about the difference that this Mavericks team is without Seth Curry on the floor, and it's becoming blatant. Now we go to the Rockets. After opening their season with 2 losses, the Rockets won 2 games in 3 nights at home versus the Kings. The last one, 102-94 victory on Saturday night, was without James Harden, who sat out with an injury. He's listed as day-to-day with an ankle injury. Without Harden, John Wall went for 28, Eric Gordon went for 21, and Christian Wood continued his impressive run with 20. He's averaging 23.8 on the season after averaging 13.1 last season with Detroit. You take these 2 stars out of the lineup, and it's very difficult. Cap here. We have the 6 spots. We start with our Dutch boy fresh. Mavericks, Rockets, take it away.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Jimmy, with Doncic, I believe he's going to be out, and James Harden being questionable. This game's a little bit difficult, but when I look back in the matchups, I'm going to look at it from a prop aspect, and I do expect points from this game, but I'm not going to attack it from there. I'm going to actually attack it from Hardaway Jr.'s aspect. The last 3 versus the Rockets, he's averaged 23 points a game. Matchup-wise, whether it be John Wall, James Harden, I hope to God he guards him, or even Gordon. Anybody that you put on him, it's pretty much lights out. He's going to get his as long as he's not missing his shots. Hardaway's going to get his, and he's like I mentioned, he's averaged 23 the last 3 versus him. He's averaging 15 on the season. With Luka being out, it creates even more shots for Hardaway. Like you said before, Jimmy, with Curry not being on the team, they need the shots. It really creates a lot of shots for Hardaway. So it's just a matter of him, getting in the bucket. I believe he will. He'll have a lot of attempts. So I'm definitely looking over points on my guy Hardaway. I believe you said we didn't have anything up there with all the question marks for this game. Is that correct?
That is correct, but I will keep an eye out for it for Hardaway. And as soon as one becomes available, I'll message you and let you know it's available, and you can make a call on the line. Hardaway Jr. props or anything else you're looking at?
That's it, boss.
All right, let's go over the Wham Bam. Tricky cap here, Mavericks, Rockets. Only thing alive market-wise is the Rockets as 1-point favorites.
Yeah, so I think the Rockets should be favorites here because after you've seen what they did against the Kings. Now, honestly, I'm going to talk about the Kings a little bit later in that game, but I feel like the Rockets did have the better team, but the Kings failed to do something that, they should have did, but they didn't do. I think in this game, the Rockets, they're going against a team that, like you said, it may not have Luka. Without Luka on the floor, where are they really initiating the offense? Their offense is really kind of run off of, Bronson, who had a great game today. But even with that great game, they squeaked by. I mean, they end up losing the game, if I'm not mistaken, today. If I'm not mistaken, right? They lost the game today, and it was one of those games that they should have won, though. As far as this Chicago team, they should have beat the Chicago Bulls. Even though Chicago has young talent, they still should have been able to beat the team because Luka was supposed to be MVP, and these guys were supposed to have some sort of great additions, and Richardson was supposed to be a great addition, and it was supposed to be more like a swap with Seth Curry. Like we mentioned last time, Seth Curry is a drop-off. It was a drop-off because He was top 2 in 3-point percentage last year, shooting at a crazy clip, and also creating the offense on pick and roll scenes. That's what this team likes to do. They like to do a lot of pick and rolls. When you got these shorter guards that aren't really that consistent from 3, you're not going to go through the screen. You're going to go under the screen. So these guys, they're going under the screen. And if you don't have Luka shooting those screens, I mean, you out there, on an island basically. I think this Dallas team is in trouble. I like Houston, and also I think Harden does play because he's probable I'm showing him probable in mine, and I just hope just the variancy in that, because you guys have something different, just because that's how the NBA works. They want to throw us all over the place, and then all of a sudden these guys come out there and play. I think Harden does play, and even if he doesn't, we got Christian Wood out there, like you said, Jimmy. He's going crazy. He's going to at least give you 30 and 10 when Harden's not in the game, and when Harden is in the game, he'll probably give you 25 and 5 and 9. So he's a great addition. I thought he was a sleeper pick, and we all knew he was going to get paid. Us out here in Southern California, he's from South SoCal. We knew he was going to get paid, man. The kid balled hard in Detroit, and the only reason why he didn't get his run there is because of Blake Griffin. And I think with the injuries, that's the reason why he got his bag. He ended up getting his bag here. He's definitely a focal piece. And I think that progression, that is what's rubbing James Harden off. But James Harden plays it in this game. They're going to get a little extra boost on offense. But I think their offense is ran pretty well under this new coach. And with this new coach, and we're not really giving him any credit as well, because all this stuff is going around this team, and they're actually still being very competitive. They're not falling off like some of these other teams that we're seeing. I mean, as much as we love to give Spo credit, you've seen how this Heat team looked against this this Dallas team. They get smacked up with Jimmy Butler. So I mean, I like this spot here. I'm going to take Houston. I like them in the first half, so I'm going to take them early on. I'm going to take them in the first half. I like them to beat up Dallas early.
It makes a ton of sense. It really does. It really does. I think this makes a ton of sense. It's not available in my book, so I think this -1 that you're getting at FanDuel is a great line. I do not expect it to be available for myself.
Is that full game or first half, Jim?
That's full game.
There's no first half out yet.
Oh,
yeah.
Does Houston have anybody? When's their next game?
Let me.
Do you have that?
You said their next game?
I didn't have no numbers on this, no line on this game.
Yeah,
I was breaking it down, but after listening to everything I hear, if Houston's not on a back-to-back the next night, I think Houston might be the.
No, they're not. They're not. They play Wednesday against Indiana.
Yeah,
they play Wednesday against Indiana, so they're going to be off on Tuesday, but they're going to be on the road. So right now they're at home. Yeah, they're at home. They're
with no Luka and everything you said, even without Harden, and I believe he might play, but even without Harden, with Wall and Gordon and everything they have, honestly, I didn't break down this game too much because, like I said, I didn't have a line, but I think I might need to lock in that -1 full game.
I think that makes a ton of sense. Do you want to lock that in, Dutch?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, let's run that all the way around.
Let's
run that all the way around. I take the first half. Honestly, this game seems like the spot that we're mentioning with the Bucks. Because just even if Luka plays, let's just go ahead and go worst case scenario. Luka plays, and these guys are even hitting their shot. The drop off is because 46% from 3 that where Steph Curry was hitting, or 40% from 3. These guys are at ranked 100, I believe, as far as 46 or something around there for Tim Hardaway. So it's a big drop off from being like number 1 from 3 to being 40th from 3 last year. I think that's the biggest drop off there, and going along with as far as the Dallas team, it doesn't seem like they're really meshing well as far as what they expect Josh Richardson to be doing right now. He doesn't look, even off the picks and stuff that he were doing in 76ers, he doesn't seem like he's doing a lot of the same stuff.
So a first half when available for Wham. Dutch, you want Rockets -1 and -110. Are you interested in that first half as well?
No, just the full game. I think they're the better team, so I'll take the full game.
I agree. I'm going to do the full game, just the full game as well. But I get why Wham wants to double up. Very interesting breakdown. That's Mavericks Rockets.